Guys, in my previous video I decoded the Fill Them All promotional video that was put out by the Pulse organization, which is ran by Billy Graham. And I am wanting to go through and explain some of it some more so that you can understand in a little bit more detail. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through it step by step. Of course, there's a lot of sexual sounds and things like that in this video, as well as towards the end of the video you'll hear what sounds like a beast and demons. What I did in the beginning of the video was simply slow down the beginning of the video by to 66%, and it went from sounding like a rhythm of maybe one type of song to rhythm of something that sounds like a porno, which you can hear people in the back making sounds of sexual pleasure and such. So let's continue.
He's from North Dakota.
North Dakota, I simply went ahead and pulled the sacred geometry, or excuse me, not sacred geometry, gematria, or numerology in reference to the state of North Dakota, and see what they were sending a message to us about. And of course, that imagery came through very clearly that they're talking final step. Demons are coming. The time has come. Second coming. Galactic Federation may be indicating some kind of a false alien thing, like a alien invasion or something like that. And the Order of Thelma, that has to do with Aleister Crowley. He wrote a book. I think the book might have actually been called Thelma. He wrote a number of books, but one of them I think was called Thelma, but it was called the Order of Thelma. It's based on the idea of order out of chaos. Talking about a mega different disappearance, maybe like a rapture. Tying Vatican City, all that stuff in. And of course, none of this is, I mean, every frame that's in this video and every sound that you hear in this video, which is the previous video to this video on my channel, it was put in there. I'm a video editor myself. That's why I was able to go through this video the way I did and break it down and show you the different elements that are within it, even some elements that are even just seen one single frame that you would never catch unless you are a video editor. So let's keep going here.
But really, he's talked about Jesus in front of 3 million people. Because why not?
Because why not?
Why not?
Another major thing that they wanted to point out to us. So what I did was went ahead and broke that down as well into gematria, which is a 10,000-year-old language. And they're talking about terrorists, planet Saturn, which is the Satan planet, and Masonic Grand Lodge, saying it's all tied, and they're mentioning the super volcano and Obama disappearing.
Hold up. There's a problem. First off, have you seen the
These are leads into or hints into what their actual plan is, because they cannot lie directly to us. They have to fool us and show that we do not have the smarts in order to be able to understand what they are saying and what they're doing. They're saying they can outsmart us. If you will listen to this particular part of the video, you'll notice that there is multiple voices underlaid each voice, and they're all saying different things. And some of the voices are demonic in what they're saying. They are saying things that has to do with it's satanic, if you can pick up on it and hear it. I slowed it down for you so you could try to be able to hear what they're saying.
He just kept talking about Jesus everywhere he what? To everyone who would look.
He believed Jesus would do it again.
And of course, they were.
He ran the idea by Billy Graham.
Billy Graham said.
And Billy Graham, of course, has his own gematria, which is Illuminati, the god of man, the Eye of Ra, Lord Shiva, which has to do with CERN, and Heliofont. Heliofont is the company that put out the movie I Pet Goat. And Heliofont Helio is going back and dealing with Saturn once again. Heliotrope is a color. It's purple. The HTML code for purple is 666, and on Saturn, on the top of Saturn, there is a six-sided hexagram, basically. On top of Saturn, Saturn is a planet that emits the frequency that allows Satan to maintain his dominion over this solar system. Just the way I see it. Let's keep going. Magnetic field, they're making reference to the magnetic field, of course. That again has to do with frequency. That has to do with what I just said of Saturn maintaining dominion over this solar system. It's over. They're saying they're getting ready to pull a major event. Okay. Now this is a phallic symbol. This is actually the symbol of this is a penis, just like later in the video where they show the National Mall, and it's long and shaped just like a penis, and he even has a head on it. And this is what this whole thing is about. One of the many things it's about is blasphemy. They are executing blasphemy.
National Mall.
But what about the...
Let me go ahead and move forward here, because I'm trying to keep us on some kind of a schedule here.
Talked about it.
They talked and prayed and talked about it until day by day other people started to get as excited about it as he was. Pray, Mary Joe, I'm going.
Now, there is each person that is coming to this, each group. What I did was I went ahead and labeled what the gematria was behind their names, because as crazy as it sounds, they actually go back, and when these groups are named or these people are named, they actually intentionally name them the name that they want, or they will later on change their name legally to be the new name.
Mary Joe, I'm going.
But what about the National Mall? The chance I know.
See, they're talking about
The other people started to get as excited about it as he was.
Hillsong United, of course, that end-time delusion, the grand delusion or illusion. They're signaling that they're going to do something that's not real, and that it will appear to be real. So that's what that means.
Hillsong's I know. Francis Chan.
Doomsday Freemason is Francis Chan. In gematria, it's actually a multi-million odd chance of these names matching. So Francis Chan match and Doomsday or Freemason in a calculator that you have to match not just 5 or 6 numbers like the Powerball, but you have to match 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 letters or numbers which are the same have to match, and in order for it to match, Doomsday is probably approaching 1 billion to 1. And Lecrae, this is a caldera. They're referring back to Yellowstone, and the word keel. Carrie Job, Yellowstone, referring to that. There's a story behind that I kind of gave a hint to in one of my previous videos, which is that the western United States is shaped exactly like the yellow domed building that covers the rock. You know, kind of like Yellowstone. The yellow dome building in Israel that covers the stone, the Yellowstone. Okay, it's the yellow domed building, but it's the stone that's in there. That stone is shaped like the western half of the United States. And there's a reason for that. I suspect that it has to do with the fact of the reason why they are moving everyone off the land, particularly in the West, because they have promised that land to the Islamic nation. It's been promised for hundreds of years, if not longer. So that is why they are moving you off your land and buying it up and doing things with it, because the western half of the United States is, they're planning to give it to Islam. You can see the abomination of desolation, the four horsemen. This is the hour. And she says, I'm goat. She doesn't say, I'm going. She says, I'm goat. And that's no mistake either. Of course, goat is reference to Satan, Saturn, Baal, the all imagery for him. By the end of this video, you'll be able to hear the audio imagery of Baal himself. You'll be able to hear him breathing and growling and grunting, and you'll be able to hear his minions of demons around him as well, screaming and screeching. The audio and any of the frames and photos that are in this video, I did not change any of them. I did not alter anything. I did overlay words that I'm getting across the message to you, but the audio is original, the video is original, everything's original. I'm goat.
Got a date and booked them off. But that's just the beginning. Now we need to fill it.
Now they want to fill them all. They want us to come together.
Come together.
Now we need to fill it. Now we need to fill it. We need to come together. Not on.
Come together, of course, is gematria equals Bohemian Grove, the Tree of Life. Tree of Life is direct relation to gematria, or not gematria. Sacred geometry. If you ever done any research into sacred geometry, what it does is it is the fabric of what allows our planet, our bodies, the trees, the plants, everything, the fabric of life to actually exist, and what allows it to develop and how it develops. It's all controlled by frequency, which is controlled by Saturn. Saturn has a huge influence. It's not the only factor. Of course, our sun has a major factor, but Saturn is the Satan factor.
Facebook, not with a hashtag,
in freaking person, Barack Hussein Obama and North Korea attacked the Triple Eights. Triple Eights, that's referring to, has to do with the end and the beginning of eons. An eon is a day. In the Bible, it refers to on the first day God created this and that and the other, and the second day, and so on, and rested on the seventh day. The days that he's referring to are actually eons, which are 1,000 years each, and they're referring to that this is a completion of another cycle, and that we are entering into a new era, a new day. And the North Korea attack, the United States, the globalists, they control North Korea, so it may be made out like they attacked us, they did something. Barack Hussein Obama, of course, that's an exact match to in freaking person. There is absolutely no chance on Earth that would match unless it was meant to match.
So here's the deal.
And there's your phallic, or your penis, the blasphemy of Jesus Christ. You'll also notice that this video never says Christ. It only will use the word Jesus. They will deny him as being the Christ by not mentioning the word Christ. And as you can see real clearly and easily, and if you look at the actual map itself, it makes it even more clear, because there is a bulge here as well that clearly shows this as being a penis, or a phallic symbol, which is has to do with has to do with the serpent. The serpent. See, this is the head of a snake. Okay. Of course, this is also, and these are the scales, some of the scales and stuff. But this is basically the serpent, as well as the head of the snake, as well as the penis. It is not without coincidence, or not a coincidence, that the penis on the human male body is shaped like a snake. It has to do with the sacred geometry that controls our environment, and controls our planet and everything, the fabric of life. It makes everything manifest that is here. The only thing